April 2008, here we are in Corsica and more precisely at the Tiuj beach, just a few kilometres from Ajaccio for this unusual event. This treasure hunt isn't a race or even a competition, but simply a great idea based on orientation races and made for the water. Nearly 40 people took part in the inaugural event, from jet ski enthusiasts to curious fun lovers, from Corsica but also from Europe's mainland. The machines were all production jets and for the most part 3-seater, 4-strokes. The treasure hunt was a first for Corsica and probably for all of France when it came to jet skis. The idea came from the Icardi brothers, the owners of the Espace Jet, a Yamaha distributor in Ajaccio.
Vous avez votre numéro de jet avec une case. Vous avez une demi-heure pour manger dans les 3h30. Enfin, nous, on a prévu une demi-heure. Si vous voulez manger pendant 1 heure, vous voyez. Ne speedez pas, puisque là, il n'y a pas de compétition, il n'y a pas de rapidité. 3h30, vous avez largement le temps de la faire. Alors, en septembre 2007, avec un client,
Well, in September 2007, talking with a regular client at the shop, we had the idea of getting together as many jet ski fanatics as possible for a day and give them a goal. So we got the idea of a treasure hunt pretty quickly. But we weren't too sure how it would play out, so around October, we started having a few meetings to outline some more precise plans. We didn't want a race because we don't have the means, and it wasn't the point anyway. The exact term is an orientation race. We set the start for the beach at Tiuj, 10 control points between Tiuj and Cap Ros, each lettered A to J. At each control point there was a piece of a puzzle. The participants each have a map which we give them at the last moment, and they have to find all 10 control points and complete the puzzle in order to earn maximum points.
Reformer l'énigme, la mettre dans le bon ordre et répondre à cette énigme pour avoir le maximum de points.
Nine o'clock in the morning then, the entrants take off one by themselves or in pairs. Direction Cap Ros, with a few obligatory stopovers along the way by the coastal village of Cargès. Some first impressions from the riders. Here's one, and not just anyone either, Joel Bontu, former offshore jet ski world champion. Well, the idea of this treasure hunt is having fun, discover new places, find little creeks and hidden buoys, all in the most amazing of surroundings. And above all, take your time. We've got all the time in the world. The treasure hunt brought together amateurs from all over as well as Corsican professionals. For example, Jean-Pierre Simonini, another former Oloron river. Is it okay then when it's a little hard? When you don't really know where you're going? And in this unusual endeavour, the organisers didn't leave anything to chance. One of the main themes of the day was respect for the environment, the sea and nature. And of course, there was the tourism aspect. A chance to get to know the Île de la Beauté, like this lunch break on the Orone beach. Deserted by pleasure seekers at this time of year, it's glorious. Well, all the jet skis are the latest generation of four-strokes and a lot of Yamahas because we sell them, but also because the Yamahas meet all the environmental standards. In terms of the course, we worked hand in hand with the Maritime Board and the local parks and wildlife people to ensure the utmost respect for the environment. We were in constant contact with them to avoid any problems. So let's catch up with the 100% female team. One of the local teams entered, and they're making the most of a great day out to get reacquainted with their region. Well, I'm a jet ski instructor. It was my dad that told me about the treasure hunt. He's mad about jet skis, and he entered us both. As I needed a teammate, I bought my friend Stephanie. Well, it's pretty tiring for me because I'm not in best form. It's also hard for the rider because she has to control the jet all day long with me behind. It's hard on the arms. Well, the general navigation was okay, but finding the beacons was a little harder because it's not always easy to find them on the map. But it went okay, we finished and been to Cap Ros, and now we're heading back to the start.
On a déjà fait Cap Ros, tout ça, donc nous on rentre directement là sur à l'arrivée quoi.
Cap Ros and its wonderful creeks. It's the ultimate finish with its red rocks, its turquoise waters and untouched landscape. The sea isn't quite as calm, which is just how the jet skiers like it. The riders arrow in on the famous targets, the buoys. They need to sign them to confirm their control. More or less completed by an entire field in this first ever treasure hunt, there's just time to enjoy the surroundings. A few hours later, we're back at Tiouch. Joel Bontu wasn't the last home. Not really a surprise there.
Avec la lettre 0, écrire un lieu.
Monsieur Joël Bontou, mauvais élève, très très mauvais élève.
Alors, tu trouves ou quoi? On cherche. On va trouver.
Bon, j'ai un peu d'expérience du jet.
Well, I've got a bit of jet ski experience, about 10 years of competition behind me. But it's the first time I've encountered such meticulous organisation. It's really fantastic. This morning they welcomed us by taking the trailers and putting them away. For a rider, that's a dream. Everything was ready. It's just brilliant. Well, it's a little harder for the others. Ocean navigation just isn't everybody's cup of tea.
J'ai mangé où, à midi? Avec tout le monde, mais où? Ah, le... À Rhône.
crois qu'il faut tirer un grand coup de chapeau à EspaceJet pour cette organisation
Well, I
merveilleuse.
think you've really got to take your hat off to the guys at EspaceJet for this organisation of this different style of event. Not about speed, but rather having fun, being on the water and looking for funny treasure. A simple course, but the whole idea was to be out on the water and discover some fabulous places, and everything was so well organised. We'll just have to do it again.
Le principe est très bien conçu.
Well, the principle is a great idea, very well developed. Espace Arcadi have done a great job to build a course which isn't in any championship, be it French or European. I honestly think that it's promoting this type of event. You'll get a lot of continental riders to take part. The proper races, everyone is a little stressed out by the atmosphere, the results, taking part. Whereas here, everyone has had time to get to know each other, to relax. It's a great chance to get together thanks to a magnificent sport. An incredible setting, it just creates friendships and friendliness. That's what jet ski's all about. Well, a new direction then for jet skis thanks to original treasure hunt idea in Corsica. Lauded by the participants, it should be back in 2009 for another adventure and perhaps over 2 days instead of one.